Lee's Boxing Truth. Errol Spence Jr. and Jamal Charlo spotted in camp Ronnie Shields in Houston. We just talked about Errol Spence being with Brian Norman Jr. And Brian Norman Jr. is currently being trained by Ronnie Shields. Now Jamal Charlo is showing up. This could only get better when you have iron sharpening iron. And way to self-promote when you have Errol Spence showing that he's training while Fundora and Keith Thurman will be on pay-per-view tomorrow. They're at 154 pounds. Errol Spence is supposed to be campaigning now at 154 pounds. So with that being said, I expect an announcement from Errol Spence coming up about a fight coming up with Errol Spence. I don't know if it's going to be Tim Tszyu, and I don't know if it's going to be a tune-up fight. You remember what Errol Spence said. He doesn't do tune-up fights. But I believe that after that fight with Terrence Crawford, I don't think nobody would look down at him for taking a tune-up fight before his next big fight. But if not, people are still going to definitely support Errol Spence. And I believe people are going to definitely support Jamal Charlo if he decides to come back. You got to realize that Jamal Charlo has not taken a professional L yet. So people want him to come back and fight these top contenders. We still want to see the Caleb Plant fight versus Jamal Charlo. We want to see Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman still. We can still get these fights, but they're doing the right thing right now. Errol Spence is doing the right thing. Being seen, training. Jamal Charlo is doing the same thing. All they got to do is stick with it, make a commitment, and stick with that commitment. So with that being said, it's good to see both of these legends being trained by Ronnie Shields. And this only means that pretty soon we're going to be hearing about these mega fights coming up with Errol Spence and Jamal Charlo. And then you got Brian Norman doing the right thing. Sometimes you might have to let your dad go and play the background and get a different trainer because it's the best thing for you. So with that being said, Lee's Boxing Truth, like, comment, you know what to do. Subscribe.